honestly speaking, it was one of the most natural experiences I've ever had.
Yeah, because there was in the history of, well, recent history, a lot of flirting between electronic musicians playing with elements from Balkan or...
Yeah.
Do you think now maybe that has matured out a little bit, this phase of experimentation? For you writing-wise, was it something, that maybe that has been done already, that you want to take a new approach?
Yeah, I don't know, it seems to have become a more natural process as you know, we do more writing, that we don't sort of consciously think, right, let's try and take a little Balkan sample, or let's try and do a song that's going to be a Balkan song. We're just creating music the whole time, and it sort of just has evolved naturally.
And writing-wise, do you prepare songs at home, or is it in a jam? How does...
Bit of both.
Everywhere.
Bit of both.
There's not too much jamming, really. I mean, generally, one person will come up with a good idea and bring it to the others. And if it's a strong enough idea, you know, nearly all ideas get worked on, and the really strong ones just kind of go through and get developed. I think we've become stronger as songwriters over this last period. We've really kind of found our songwriting feet.
And then for when you record it, you pre-demo each of the songs.
Yeah.
And then for the album, what you said you wanted to achieve sort of live ambience. How did you talk with the producer about it? What was his approach for that?
Well, I think they were very much in agreement. It was important to work with producers who had the same vision for the album. Funnily enough, they were the producers that did that worked on the first album, which was, you know, very successful for the band. So I think the producers came to the rehearsals with the pre-production equipment and set it up, and you know, they listened in the synagogue, which was very fitting as well. For me personally, was an amazing experience to be able to do that. And I think, you know, they listened to the songs as they were. We just played them almost like a mini gig. And then they decided, you know, we talked about structures and how best to take, you know, what choruses to leave in and take out. And it just, like, honestly speaking, it was one of the most natural experiences I've ever had recording.
In the first album that they worked together, what was the biggest difference, you say? Well,
I can't speak.
Well, on the first album, we'd already recorded most of it and kind of semi-released it as our own little release. When we signed to our first record company, they brought in these producers, and the producers took those songs and just tried to take them, so they were already existing recordings, and they just embellished them. On this one, we were really starting from scratch. We went in, we played them the demos, they said, yeah, that's a song, that works. And when we set up in the synagogue to do the pre-production, they broke it right down to literally a rhythm, a guitar and a vocal. And that was it, that was the basis of the song. And then we started building the songs up. And I think, you know, they really helped us through that period. But they were working with good material, and they'd admit that as well. I mean,
but did they come up with the synagogue idea, or was that you?
No. We had one of our first meetings with them when we played them the stuff, and we said, well, we've got hardly any budget here. We were very open with them. We said, you know, we really wanted to work with them. There was hardly any money because we're not signed to anyone. We were doing everything ourselves. We didn't want a record deal. We'd been down that road twice before. It's not for us anymore, and the business has changed a lot. So we really, we sat there and had a meeting and said, well, how can we achieve this on the budget we have? And we decided we'd set up in a space away from the studio. And it turned out to be a beautiful space that was really inspiring to everyone.
Room of prayer, in fact.
Yeah, we were actually working in a room called Room of Prayer.
Yeah. Is it also the synagogue? I saw one synagogue on the drawings. I don't know, it's not on here, but is that the room? Is that the same room or no?
And where did you see that?
Yeah, I found it on the website or the MySpace.
It's probably not. No, we did a gig at the synagogue at the end of the recording session. We did a gig there, which was really, really amazing.
A nice way to say thank you and bye-bye.
Yeah,
for now.
And to finance a bit of the record as well.
Okay, understand. When you mentioned synagogue, is religion, does it play a huge part in it?
No.
It's just a practical.
I mean, the Jewish culture plays a part in what we do. It always has done, but it's not, you know, there's no religious element to what we do. I mean, we're inspired. Jewish culture and Jewish music was one of the start points, was the leaping off point of the band many years ago. The same as gypsy culture, gypsy music, Eastern European, Balkan music. They're all the start points. There's never been a religious element to what we do.